Thank you, Botswana. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for the Kingdom of Eswatini. Eswatini is here. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Kingdom of Eswatini, thank you very much. Another big
So
hand,
far,
ladies
there
and
are
gentlemen.
10 countries that
For
participate
Mozambique now.
in these
Mozambique
regional
is in
5
the
games.
building.
And remember, these games will be starting
Mozambique.
here in Malawi on the 2nd of December 2022 up until the 11th of December 2022. Last year, these games
Thank
were
you very
indeed,
much. That's Mozambique,
they rather
ladies and
happened
gentlemen.
in Lesotho, where Malawi
Mozambique,
won
thank you very
several,
much. A big hand,
awards.
ladies and gentlemen,
So now
for
time
Namibia.
whereby they are parading the flags of the participating
Namibia is in
nations.
the
Just of
building,
nations that are
ladies and
participating,
gentlemen.
We have got
Wow.
Mozambique, Namibia, South Africa,
Beautiful. Thank you very
the
much.
Kingdom of
That's
Eswatini,
Namibia.
Zambia, our neighbor, Zimbabwe, Angola.
Thank you so much. A big cheer,
and
ladies and gentlemen,
Botswana.
for South Africa.
Now is the South African flag that is being paraded.
Bring it on. It is here.
That's the Rainbow Nations flag flying high here at the BICC in Lilongwe, marking the launch of the Regional 5 Games. Now, it's our neighbor Zambia also flying its flag high.
Zambia. Thank you very much. And lastly but not least, let's have Zimbabwe. A big hand for Zimbabwe, ladies and
Carrying
gentlemen.
a flag
Zimbabwe
is
is
the
here.
Zimbabwean flag.
Zimbabwe.
Flying high here in Lilongwe at the launch of the Regional 5 Youth Games
Beautiful.
in
Thank you so much,
Lilongwe.
Zimbabwe. Thank you so much.
Remember, these games
Distinguished
were
guests, ladies
first
and gentlemen, let's
hosted
make noise, a
in
loud
1994
noise now
in
for the
Mozambique.
host
Now
of the
is
10th
the
edition,
Malawian flag.
the warm heart of Africa,
the host of the
Malawi.
2022 Regional 5 Youth Games.
Oh yes, bring it on, Malawi. Oh yes, thank you very much. Tiata Moto, thank you very much. Thank you very much, our guest of honor.
Launching the Regional 5 Youth Games, which are expected to commence on the 2nd of December 2022 and with an end on the 11th of December 2022. Some of the flags that have been paraded here included the Mozambican flag, the Namibian flag, the South African flag, Swaziland, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Angola, Botswana, Lesotho, and the host, Malawi. Let me hand you back to Mrs. Chimwemwe Kujaliwa, who is the director of the ceremonies.
Since then, the African Games have become the flagship of African multi-sport games and have seen the rise of African sports to unprecedented levels. This makes it the most successful regional sports games in Africa. The region Emerging as a star of the games. 2 years later, she went on to become an Olympian, winning silver in the history at the Tokyo Olympic Games. Lesotho hosted the Marseille Games a year later. In 2021, was the Olympic event in Australia for bringing all life actors. The city of Marseille came to life as an athletes saving other things in Argentina as they went out to bring record social careers by making an impact at the games. With the Marseille 2020 Games now a fading memory, Africa looks forward to this year's edition. All eyes are now focused on the new dawn as Malawi gears itself to host the highly anticipated Lilongwe 2022 Games. Games that promise to be bigger, better, and even more dramatic than ever.
Thank you very much. I've loved the last part there. It will be more dramatic than ever. Malawi hosting the games. Thank you very much, our guest of honor, distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now to witness the march past of the 12 sporting codes. We will begin with athletics. And now, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a big cheer for Paralympics. A big cheer for Paralympics there. Wow, bring it on. The game is on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A big cheer for athletics. It's there. Bring it on. The games are on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a big cheer for basketball. That's basketball. Aha. Basketball. Aha. Thank you very much. Basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, a big cheer for boxing. Boxing. It is here. Oh, yes. Bring it on. Aha. Boxing. We are here. The game is on. Bring it on. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a big cheer for e-sport. 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 It's gonna be fun, I'm telling you, with more drama, the excitement, the laughter. This is e-sport. Beautiful, beautiful. Aha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a big shout out to football. Football. Oh, yes. It is here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A big cheer, ladies and gentlemen. Gymnastics. Gymnastics. Aha. 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 It is here. Thank you so much. Aha. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for judo. Judo is here. Judo for you. Aha. Beautiful. Thank you very much, judo. Thank you very much. A big hand, ladies and gentlemen, for netball. Netball. Aha. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, netball. Ladies and gentlemen, another big hand for swimming. Swimming, bring it on. It is here. Oh yes, swimming. Thank you so much. Another big cheer, ladies and gentlemen, for Taekwondo. Wow. Bring it on. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's Taekwondo. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. In the very same spirit, a big cheer for tennis. That's tennis. Beautiful. Tennis. Tennis. Bring it on. The game is on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, and finally, let's have a big cheer for volleyball. That's volleyball. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Those are the games represented here. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. You may take your seats. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Our guest of honor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me now call upon Mr. Stanley Mutoya, who is the chairperson of African Union Sports Council Region 5 Organizing Committee, to give his statement. Thank you very much, our guest of honor.
Our guest of honor, our distinguished guests, and allow me to, in observing protocol, recognize the presence of our Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, who is in our midst, members of the African Union Sports Council Region 5, Council of Ministers Troika, in particular the Vice Chair of the Council of Ministers, Honorable Gilberto Mendes, State Secretary of Sport in Mozambique, and of course, Honorable Dikeledi Tampane, Honorable Minister of Gender, Youth, Sport and Recreation from Lesotho, ably represented this afternoon by our Deputy PS. Allow me firstly to congratulate the nation and the government of the Republic of Malawi, through you, Honorable Minister, for inviting all of us to this auspicious and historic occasion in the tradition of the Region 5 Youth Games. This event marks a significant ritual that defines the DNA of the Games and symbolically announces the region, Africa and the whole world, that the Games are indeed certain. It is an event that every athlete, every coach and every technical official, every sports administrator anticipates in the ethos of the Games, and indeed Malawi has made the emphatic statement in a special way. Congratulations, Malawi. Our guests of honor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the 10th edition of the Region 5 Youth Games brings a rich historic nostalgia in that on the 14th of August 2001, all SADC heads of state and government gathered in Blantyre, Malawi, and signed the Protocol on Culture, Information and Sport. And Article 26 of the protocol rallies state parties to collaborate in the organization of regional tournaments in different codes whose modalities and frequency shall be agreed upon. And this declaration gave birth to what then became SADC Under-20 Games, before they were renamed Supreme Council for Sport in Africa Zone 6 Under-20 Games, and before then transforming into the Region 5 Youth Games in 2014. And in essence, the Games have come back where they were birthed 21 years ago. As Region 5, we pride ourselves as being the leading home of innovation and excellence. And indeed, we've lived up to the billing over the years. And these games have become a breeding ground for talent, a bastion of exuberance, a beacon of excellence. And over the entire span of these 18 years, hopes have been made, dreams have been met, and aspirations have been reached. Sports icons and legends have been produced and molded out of the tracks, out of our stadiums, and out of the arenas of these games. The likes of Collins Masuma, the iconic Caster Semenya, and Wade van Niekerk of South Africa transformed into iconic world track and field champions. Nigel Amos from Botswana, who went on to become the world junior 800-meter athletics champion. Naomi Ruele, the swimming sensation of Botswana. Donata Katai of Zimbabwe. Kama Billiard, the football poster boy. Patson Daka of Zambia, now playing for Leicester City in the English Football Premier League. And just recently, Christine Mboma of Namibia, all have emerged out of the Region 5 games and gone on to become shining stars the world champions have never seen in the world. And today, we celebrate the birth of such heroes and heroines of our future. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the investment by governments into these games has not gone in vain. Lives and livelihoods have been transformed in a mighty way because of these games. Nations have been united through the successes of their respective athletes on the length and breadth of the globe after having had their skills and talents honed during these games. Infrastructure has been upgraded and businesses have been established. Societies have been woven and countries that hitherto have been unknown have emerged as tourist destinations of choice because of the publicity that they have received out of these games. And Malawi, therefore, has not made a mistake by taking its turn to host these games, which are hosted by all Region 5 member countries on a rotational basis in alphabetic order. As Malawi launches the games and unveils its marks and symbols today, it is sending an emphatic message to the region and the entire world that her turn has arrived to showcase the rich culture and heritage that defines her sovereignty and unique identity as the warm heart of Africa. With the way the world, and indeed Africa, has been ravaged by the ruthless, invisible enemy called COVID-19, which left our young people's sporting careers moribund and economies on their knees, what a way of recreating hope in our youth by hosting an explosive and captivating sporting extravaganza to help them rediscover their sporting careers once again and regain the belief that Africa indeed is a giant that deserves to dine with the global kings and queens of sport once again and turn back the hands of time to those pre-COVID-19 glory days. Our guest of honor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we mark this historic moment in the tradition and culture of the games, let us spare a moment and give special thoughts on the need to harness demographic dividends through investing in youth through sport. While we salute the government of Malawi for its resolute determination and passion for youth development through sport, allow me to invite captains of industry and commerce to consider partnering government in supporting the staging of what will be memorable and life-changing edition of the Games. These young people require food and beverages. Each of the 2021 athletes and officials who have been accredited for these Games thus far, 400 technical officials, 871 volunteers, 400 drivers that will be part of the grand show will require goods and services of various magnitude. Each athlete, for instance, will require 2 liters of water per day for their hydration. The games will require around 30,000 liters of fuel. For quality broadcasting, each venue will require high-speed internet connectivity of at least 50 megabytes per second. There are consumables such as branded apparel, digital mobile applications for the management of the games, smartphones and smart televisions that will be required for the broadcast of the games, including, of course, city beautification, to name just but a few. Our doors remain open to those progressive captains of industry and commerce who are ready to play their role in contributing towards the delivery of the games that we will all be proud of, while in the process promoting and creating business and contributing to the growth of the national economy through small to medium enterprises. As I conclude, guests of honor, allow me, guests of honor, together with the distinguished guests that are here this afternoon, allow me to promise you that as the Regional Organizing Committee, we remain collectively consistent in purpose and in action, and in supporting Malawi to deliver an historic and memorable Games edition ever hosted in this region. Of course, we are alive to the fact that the only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. Therefore, we are ready to roll our sleeves. We are ready to put our shoulders on the wheel. We are ready to make our hands dirty in the best interest of these young people. The journey, we know, will be treacherous and frustrating. The journey, sometimes progress will be insidious. Relations may be strained and be very emotional. Targets may be missed, hope may be waned, and energy may sap. But one thing alone that will remain consistent and indelible in our minds and the mindset is that we rise together and we fall together. And even where, like the chairman was saying, there is no solution, we will find a solution. This is our Africa. This is our Africa. This is our home. We shall build it through our sport, brick by brick, till we reach our destination and attain the goal that Region 5 becomes the leading home of innovation and excellence. I thank you all.
Another big hand there for Hera's children. A very youthful team there. That's a band, a children's musical band, which is a product of Music Crossroads in Malawi. Thank you very much for that beautiful performance. Thank you so much. A big hand for them once again. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my singular honor to kindly request our guest of honor this afternoon, who is also the Minister of Youth and Sports and Chairman of the Troika, Honorable Richard Chimwendo Banda, MP, to deliver his statement. Thank you very much, guest of honor.
Thank you. You can get seated. Thank you. The Honorable Gilberto Carlos Mendes, Secretary for the State in the Ministry of Youth and Sports for the Republic of Mozambique. Mrs. Motoliso Mwanahenga, Deputy Principal Secretary on the Ministry of Gender, Youth, Sports and Recreation from the Republic of Lesotho. Honorable Nase Tembo, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Malawi. We have honorable members coming here. It has been a great honor to receive honorable members. I know we don't have much time, but your coming has really humbled us, and I have to mention your names. Honorable Timothy Bagonaji Ntambo, please can you stand up? Honorable as the Minister of National Unity, Honorable Chinsinga, Minister of Local Government, Honorable Inokpale, Deputy Minister of Health, Honorable Nasim Doka, Deputy Minister of Transport. We also have Honorable Mark Katsonga, was just gone out, Minister of Trade and Industry. I didn't ask Honorable Nase Tembo to stand, but can you stand, Honorable Minister? Thank you so much. Our CEO, Mr. Stanley Mutoya, the chairperson of the Region Organizing Committee and the entire Region Organizing Committee. Mr. Dennis Mombera, chairperson of the Local Organizing Committee. Madam Havumbe, the CEO for the Local Organizing Committee. Your Excellencies, heads of mission and all the diplomatic corps present here. Your Worship, Councillor Richard Banda, Mayor of the City of Lilongwe, Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Honorable Kumbambe and your team, all Principal Secretaries present here, government officials present here, all boards of and chairpersons of Local Organizing Committee present here, all Chief Executive Officers present here, in particular the NBS Bank, all athletes present here, all young people at the back. Can you clap once for yourself, all young people? These are your games, yeah? So we need to recognize you. Members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted that we gather here today to witness the launch of the 10th edition of the Region 5 Youth Games and unveiling of the marks and symbols. This is indeed a historical milestone, considering that Malawi had a false start in 2003 when we were billed to host the same event, then called off the games. And I remember we were punished because we were supposed to host the first 2003 games. At this point, allow me, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to to thank the President of the Republic of Malawi, His Excellency Dr. Lazarus Makafe Chakwera, for accepting that Malawi should host the Games this year. As a ministry and the whole sports fraternity, we are grateful to the government of Malawi for agreeing to host these Games, as they are a window for youth empowerment and a conduit for economic development through sport. I am delighted to announce that through these Games, government is bankrolling construction of a world-class aquatic complex that will be able to host any international competition upon completion. This will be part of the sports contribution towards tourism and in the process bringing the much-needed foreign currency. The Griffin Sayenda Indoor Complex is a monumental investment that not only serves as an iconic sanctuary of our river netball team, but a breeding ground for talented youth. It is a bold statement of the government's resolute effort towards gender empowerment and development of sports. Upon completion, the facility will house a multi-purpose state-of-the-art arena for squash, handball, futsal, netball, volleyball, basketball, tennis, and a variety of other indoor sports disciplines that will change the way we have been hosting sports games in Malawi. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Region 5 Youth Games will not only lead to improvement of competition facilities such as Sivo Stadium and Silver Stadium, among others, the game would directly lead to upgrading of other facilities such as the Rwanda hostels, where plans are underway to renovate hostels which will thereafter improve the accommodation environment at the university. There will be mass infrastructure development and upgrade that will leave Malawi as a destination of choice through improved internet connectivity, upgraded hostels and lodges, as well as improved service delivery. In addition, our health service delivery and infrastructure will receive a major boost and upgrade of its equipment. These Games, Minister of Foreign Affairs and colleagues who actually bring one of the important health equipment, the MRI scan, which will be coming in the country before December as we host the Games. There will be modernization of our energy industry as we strive to invest in environmentally friendly and renewable sources of energy to power and our sporting facilities in the long run. Ladies and gentlemen, the Games will lead to human capital development through training of 400 technical officials who thereafter raise the Malawian flag higher by officiating other major international competitions and tournaments. This is a significant legacy of the Games which will last longer than the memories of the successful hosting of this event. Many people will be asking, why are we launching the Games today when the Games are in December? As the CEO for the region organizing team was mentioning, these Games will bring an opportunity for business people. Imagine a city receiving over 2,000 international athletes. Imagine a city having over close to 3,000 athletes for over 15 days competition. Imagine a city receiving over 270 international delegates. And imagine a city creating jobs to over 400 people working temporarily for that particular period of time. These Games brings an opportunity for economic boost to the country. And therefore companies, corporate organizations must be ready for these Games. Ladies and gentlemen, our focus is to prioritize upgrading of public facilities for which our people have an easy access of the Games. That way we stand to benefit more from the investment that government is making in upgrading these competition venues. Our doors remain open to the corporate sector to partner with government in delivering the Games. Indeed, government cannot go it alone. We need progressive captains of the industry and commerce to display their good cooperative citizenship in lending a helping hand in the delivery of this project. This is a national project that requires all our hands on the desk. We are appealing to the private sector to partner with us in delivering a memorable edition of the Games that will not only enhance the image of our beloved country, but will also contribute towards socio-economic development of our nation. As the Region 5 Council of Ministers, our preoccupation is to invite private sector to contribute towards strengthening of these games and propelling them into a trajectory that will place them on a global pedestal as one of the global sport showpieces of our time. We believe this is possible. Region 5 prides itself in being a leading home of innovation and excellence, and indeed we look forward to not only realizing that aspiration but sustaining it for the longest time possible. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you for your unwavering support towards the successful hosting of these games and your passion for youth empowerment in general. Let's assure, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my ministry, through the local organizing committee, in the able hands of Mr. Dennis Mombela, who deliver on this mandate with distinction and within a reasonable budget, in line with the austerity measures that His Excellency the President pronounced recently. We are determined to bring the best of our nation and provide a memorable experience to our guests and athletes within our means. Malawi and the region as a whole awaits with bated breath for the official launch of the Games and an unveiling of marks and symbols. Let me therefore conclude by once again thanking the President of the Republic of Malawi, His Excellency Dr. Lazarus Makathi Chakwera, all Cabinet Ministers and Deputy Ministers, the Region 5 Council of Ministers, and the Secretariat, Members of Parliament, Councillors, His Worship the Mayor of the Lilongwe City, all Malawians for your unwavering support towards youth empowerment and national development through sport. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to declare the 10th edition of the Region 5 Youth Games, Lilongwe 2022, and its associated marks and symbols officially launched. Thank you. Zikomo kwambiri. Asante sana. Muito obrigado.
Witness after unveiling the symbols of the games. Now let's witness another beautiful moment here. The Minister of Lesotho bringing the torch to the Minister of Malawi on sports. Malawian legend there, Beatrice Mpinganjila, a netballer, a queen, helping out Honorable Minister on the torch. Beautiful, beautiful there, working, beautiful, that's another symbol there, torching the countdown, beautiful, it is here. The legend is living. Thank you very much. Beautiful. That's the spirit. It's so exciting to be here, right? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, our guest of honor. Thank you very much. We may take our seats. Thank you very much. And finally, let's have the graphical presentation. This graphical presentation with a voiceover is the Region of 5 Youth Games Lilongwe 2022 Max and Symbols, the meaning and everything in it. Ladies and gentlemen, up here is a presentation of a graphical presentation of voiceover that we are about to have, talking about the Region 5 Youth Games Lilongwe 2022, the Max, and of course, the Symbols. Thank you very much, guest of honor.
5 Youth Games Lilongwe 2022 consists of 3 symbols. An athlete. A victorious athlete represents the recognition of sport after COVID-19. A flaming torch. The flaming torch represents the name Malawi. Malawi Amoto, which directly translated means flames. It stands for unity and sportsmanship among Region 5 member countries. Sunrise. The rising sun represents Africa rising from the darkness of poverty, hunger, and COVID-19 towards the light of economic growth and freedom. The mascot for Region 5 Youth Games Lilongwe 2022 is Jambo Fish. Why Jambo? Jambo is a unique and special fish that is only found in fresh waters of Lake Malawi. It is with this uniqueness that we have chosen Jambo as our official mascot for the Region 5 Youth Games. This is due to the uniqueness and special status of the games. These games will bring fresh talent and entertainment, just like how the fresh waters of Lake Malawi freshen our Jambo. New talent will be born, new levels will be unlocked, dreams will be realized, and the African dream will continue. So our Jambo mascot represents the uniqueness of the games. The medals for Region 5 Youth Games Lilongwe 2022 are in 4 categories. Gold for number 1, silver for number 2, bronze for number 3, commemorative medal for all participants of the games.
Thank you very much. Another big hand. We now know the meanings of the symbols. Thank you so much. It is a beautiful country and full of joy as the games are now officially here. Let me take this opportunity, our guest of honor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to thank you all for coming and being part of this historical occasion. This is a great opportunity for our youths in Malawi and of course the region to begin now with the preparations in the Lilongwe 2022 with earnest. The games are here. The games are here. A big shout out. It is here. It is now official. Malawi hosting the 10th edition. Oh yes, that's the spirit. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Our guest of honor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, let me also present to you the theme song and the mascot to the stage. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to officially welcome you to the 10th edition of the Region 5 Youth Games, igniting the African dream. Welcome to Malawi, the warm heart of Africa. War 90, boxing, judo, we're bringing in basketball. Represent your flag, this is national.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's our young, energetic team here. The mascot, we should take a picture with the honorable ministers at a moment. Thank you very much. May we have our seats shortly. We'll continue with the fun, but let's just finish with the program first. Thank you very much. Let's have a picture. Our guest of honor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for a photo with the mascot here. Come, honorable ministers. Honorable ministers first. The ministers first with the mascot. Can we have the banner behind? The ministers first. This picture is for the ministers only. We begin with the ministers first. Then the officials later. The ministers first. We begin with the ministers first. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that
Indeed,
beautiful
this is
photo.
happening
I
right
hope we got the
here at
picture
the
photo.
PICC in Irongwe, the official launch of the Regional 5 Games.
Thank you very
From-
much, honorable ministers.
What
Thank
an
you very
event
much.
this afternoon.
Thank you.
Well, quite an amazing event, quite a very big event, and it's quite a memorable one because these games are coming to Malawi for the first time. You might have heard the Minister of Youth and Sport saying Malawi is supposed to host this back in 2003, failed because of many issues of infrastructure, which are now being worked on. We have seen the Griffin Sayenda Sports Complex under construction, the first ever public aquatic center under construction. So a lot is happening. It's going to be quite a legacy when these games take place in Malawi.
Okay, now from now to the 2nd of December, what is expected now to be happening?
Definitely, the biggest task is for Malawi to make sure that infrastructure is in place. We have seen construction. There are also some refurbishments that have to take place. For example, Silver Stadium refurbishments have to take place to make sure that these things are in order. But you will agree with me that there's a lot of work to happen. All the more we are talking about the athletes. The athletes have to be ready. 400 athletes went in camp just last month to start final preparations for these games. Teams were selected. It means they have now time to intensify training and prepare, because definitely as a host country, the nation will expect a lot of medals, more than the 30 that they won last time in Lesotho.
Others may question maybe what are the age ranges of these athletes, the age range?
Well, we are looking at under 18, under 19, under 21. And you may wish to know that the African Union Sports Council Region 5 games in December in football will be used as under-17 qualifiers for the continental competition. So it means Malawi has to prepare well for this competition because it turns out to be a qualifying competition for the Africa Under-17 Cup of Nations.
I did ask this question when we were starting the issue of what are the games that are going to be done for the athletes to be participating in what games?
Well, there are quite a number of sports, 10 in all. Football, netball, basketball, taekwondo, volleyball, swimming, just to mention a few. But we are going to have a lot of athletes competing in various sports, including boxing, because Malawi won gold in boxing in Lesotho last year, and judo. So definitely there's going to be a lot of work taking place in various sports.
Coming back to the countries that are participating, how tough are they in terms of Malawi? We said last time we only had 30 medals.
Well, quite tough indeed. We are talking about 10 countries, and these are, for example, if you talk of South Africa, in terms of infrastructure, they have it all. We're talking about neighboring countries, Zambia, we're talking about Zimbabwe, Mozambique, the Kingdom of Eswatini. So you see that it's really a tough
Otherwise, Frank, is there anything that maybe you might wish to add just to wind up what we have been discussing?
Well, I would say this is wonderful. This is amazing. Malawians have waited for this for a long time. It's coming. The country has shown potential to do well in all aspects. And competing.
Thank you so much, Frank. Pangona boka mujijewa andu wangu tsiwa kukodi chimajirika ndijani kunoko pangona boka mujijewa andu wangu mpesetsa chimene chimajirika leo lino mpesetsa
Lero tunali mukazikutsa masero achinyamata amayiko amene achitiko kuno kuyambira achinyamata masero siyana basket, boxing, swimming, judo, adzakhala ndi masero ena akupikisana kuchokera mayiko 10 kupita ku Africa. Kamba za mayiko ngati South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Mozambique ndi ena ambiri akhala ali mdziko kuyambira
de mwina Malawi sikoyamba kupanga nawo mpikisano umenewo mipikisano yambuyo mliyakhala uchita bwanji poonanso mwina mayiko amene timapikisana nawo pali mwayetu tikhoza peza mamedo ambiri ngati tingakonzekere bwino
kuyo ku Malawi yachita bwino kwambiri mpaka makachaka chati ndatenga mamedo 8 golide muwiri boxing judo ndiye kuti chaka chino poti onda amene akuchititsa masero kukhala chiyembekezo kuti ichite bwino kwambiri Malawi kuti itenge mamedo ambiri komanso okonzekera kudayamba kale mwezi wapitawo adasankha kale osewera amene alowa m'matimu osiyanasiyana tsopano kuyamba kukonzekera komaliza ndiyati pomafika December akhala matimu alolera
chabwino mwina akuchoka pano kufika pa 2 December pomwe masewerowa ayambe tsopano dziko ngati la Malawi lino ochita chani
nkhani yayikulu ndiyokonza mochitira mipikisano imene yayambika kale zochititsa chidwi kuti masero kwa nthawi yoyamba apangisa kuti dziko la Malawi likhale ndi public indoor sports complex Griffin Sayenda imene akumanga pafupi ndi Bingu Stadium kumene kucha masero osiyanasiyana oposa 7 azachitika netball, basketball, volleyball, tennis ndi ena ambiri kwa nthawi yoyamba tiona aquatic center malo opangira mpikisano osambira ali ku Kamuzu Institute zokonzekera za zimene zikuyenera kuti achilimike kwambiri chifukwa malo amene ndiofunikira kwambiri komanso kukhala kukonza ma stadium monga Silver komano kwakukulu nkonena kuti opikisanawo ndi akuyenera akonzekere kwambiri chifukwa chakuti ngati dziko loti kuchititsa masewero amene ziyabekeza mamedosi ambiri chaka chatha adapeza mamedosi 30 ku Lesotho golide muwiri chaka chino anthu ayembekeza mamedo ambiri
Tabwino tathokoza kwambiri Frank chifukwa chotipatsa ndi tsatanetsatane wa zimenezi pamene ponse ndithu pakhale pamapeto pa zoulutsa zathu zimene zimachitikira kuno ku BICC mu mzinda wa Lilongwe kumene ndithu makhazikisidwa magemu amene wa Regional 5 Games mokhazikisidwa ndithu ndi nduna ya zamasewero kunena kuti tsopano Malawi ndi imene idza pange host mipikisano imeneyi ya matimu kapena kuti masewero osiyanasiyana amene adzachitike mu mzinda wa Lilongwe masewera ndithu ambali zosiyanasiyana komanso maiko 10 amene akupikisana nawo. Ine mwayi mtumodzi mwalo mwa anzanga onse amene nali ku BICC mu mzinda wa Lilongwe tikubwezereni ku ndithu kukwacha kumene apitirizenso ndi mapulogalamu ena.
Anamandwa. MBC exclusively takes you down memory lane. Kunika mbiri ya Anamandwa, telling the unknown legendary stories, celebrating their contribution to our great nation. They may be far, but only